Hey, it's Lockie with a review of the Yes PYL, or Pick Your Line. The PYL has a tapered directional shape, slightly set back stance, with a medium stiff flex, sintered base, a regular waist width and a tapered underbite outline. It comes in sizes from 156 to 165, with a few wide models in there as well. The cam rock profile that this one has is just a little bit of rocker on the nose and tail, and a large amount of camber between the feet. One of the things that is a bit more unique to Yes boards is the outline, or how they shape the side cut. On a snowboard, taper means that the nose is wider than the tail, which helps how the board turns, as well as gives it better float in deep snow, as the wider nose wants to naturally float more than the narrower tail. The tapered underbite on the PYL has three main sections: widest at the nose, steps down between your feet, and then steps down again towards the tail. Each of these sections roughly reduce the side cut radius by a meter, and overall this is along the lines of a progressive side cut, just with more noticeable steps. It has a proper sintered base with no tricky language to make you think you're getting something that you aren't. It is rated as having a 7 out of 10 flex, though I think that's pretty generous. I was riding the 159cm PYL in Whistler, set up with medium Burton Cartel bindings and my size 9.5 Vans infused boots. I'm 6 foot tall, or 183 centimeters, and weigh about 72 kilos, or 158 pounds. The 159 is on the longer lengths of boards that I normally ride, so it wasn't really a surprise that overall it felt quite stable, especially at speed. For some reason I was thinking that this is going to be a pretty aggressive ride, though I might have been remembering an older version of this board. This is right along the style of boards that I like: directional, tapered with a medium to medium stiff flex. It's quick and easy to turn, so it's not really a surprise that I felt right at home after just a couple of laps. The cam rock profile is solid. There's enough regular camber to give it a stable but lively feel, and the rocker on the nose and the tail does keep it fairly forgiving. You definitely don't have to be perfect when you ride it. It isn't going to catch you out and surprise you if you get something wrong. The pop is decent, it isn't hard to get a good ollie, but the main thing is that I felt stable in the air, knowing that it has a solid feel on landings. Although I think it's silly to use numbers to rate the flex, I would have to say that it feels softer than a 7 out of 10. I didn't have much trouble at my weight pushing it around when I needed to. There's enough strength in the tail to hold it together when I landed with my weight in the wrong position, where you can see I can just hang on without washing out. It has a regular waist width, which I liked, so it felt quite responsive and quick to react when I wanted to turn, which is a nice change as I've spent a lot of time on boards with wider waist widths above 260mm. Overall, the PYL is an easy to ride board that would tick most of the boxes for an everyday all-mountain board. Maybe not the best choice for a beginner if you aren't prepared to put in some time to get used to it, but a safe choice if you're intermediate or above. The switch isn't a big deal to get used to. I wouldn't be spending tons of time in that direction, but you can definitely get by if you have to. Although it rides well when you do push it a bit harder, that isn't needed and you could still happily cruise around on it. There is an uninked DCP version of the Pick Your Line as well, which is a bit stiffer with a different core, so if you're looking for something a bit more aggressive, then that one might be worth looking into. If you have any questions about the Pick Your Line, leave a comment below. Check out snowboardrobot.com/search if you're looking for any new gear. It's pretty good at finding things on sale. Subscribe for more board reviews. There are plenty more I've filmed with this season, which will be uploaded soon. Thanks for watching.